Welcome back. This is the last week that the podcast will be housed on the Duck Commander YouTube channel. From now on, you will only be able to find it on the Duck Call Room's YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/duckcallroom and wherever you find your podcast. So Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. That's the only place you're going to find it. It's leaving Duck Commander.
We're on the Duck Call Room. Like and subscribe. And we'll never leave that page. And we're going to be doing it for the next 30 years.
Good work.
30 years.
I'll be 103 and just podcasting. We'll be at least three times a week.
I may have to have a cane then.
That'll be the limiting factor.
I may have to have a cane.
Hey, I will say, though, on you're doing a lot better since January. A lot better. A lot better.
Yes, I found that out after all the lies I've been telling you.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is you used to walk in here, you'd have to leave your oxygen hooked up. Now you carry it with you.
No, that is getting better because I'm not using it as much.
Yeah.
You got more energy.
More energy.
He was doing jumping jacks before y'all got here.
So if you're struggling with COVID or your family is, just know, look at Uncle Si as an example.
Right.
It gets better.
He made it.
You can be.
He made another one.
Yeah.
The energy is back.
It is back. He is not lacking in that department anymore.
Hey, I'm like Fleetwood Mac. The Mac is back, Jack.
Si, you got any big plans coming up? What's life throwing at you?
Well, the only thing I'm waiting on right now is for Stone to call me and tell me when we're going fishing again.
Boy, it's a rough life. Ain't it?
Hey, that's my plans, okay? Wait till the phone rings and Stone said, hey, look, I checked the weather. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to have a light breeze. Okay, you got to have a light breeze to fish crappie.
Yeah. Well,
That's when they bite better.
It's kind of cool because everything's starting to open back up in the country.
Yep.
So we're about to start. I mean, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but we're about to start traveling a lot again. I'm going to Houston tonight to do a commercial. Then I got to go to Austin, Texas for a NASCAR race. And
is that Houston where the tiger's loose?
Uh-huh.
You better be careful.
That's who I'm
the
going to
tiger
get.
is still loose.
Well, look, the next time we're in
and the guy is denying he owns him.
Well, next time we're in here, I'm going to have him sitting right here. I'm going to get the tiger. I'm going to put him as my carry-on.
No, so here's the deal.
That will be a guest.
Who?
The tiger.
Bengal tiger.
That would be awesome.
About 800 pounds worth.
Well, he's a 9-month-old. I've really researched the tiger and was telling Si all about it.
Yeah.
So he's just a kitty.
That's it. He's just a kitty.
I don't know that you
Kitty.
can call a Bengal tiger, even at 9 months old, a kitty.
Oh, yeah. He's a kitty.
He's a kitty. He got a lot of
you
playfulness.
You may put B-I-G in front of it.
He can still.
Big kitty. Okay.
But to our listeners in Houston, the tiger is on the loose still. But they got the guy. And the guy's kind of a sketchy character.
I saw that.
So the guy who had the tiger, he's allegedly has murdered someone, and so he's out on bond. Well, they were like, no, now that you might have murdered someone and own a tiger, you got to go back to jail.
Yeah, you got problems here.
And he somehow got away from the police with the tiger in the back of his van.
Well, they worried
so
about
we don't know where the tiger
not
is.
having no evidence. That's what they worried about.
Because he could feed him to the tiger.
Matlock over.
I've heard that story.
The lawyer.
I heard that alleged story.
That's alleged. So yeah, the tiger.
He's still loose.
The people of Houston, look out.
Hey, find me his last known whereabouts. That way, while I'm in Houston,
Oh, I got.
I can go look.
JD, this sounds like a lot of BS to me.
No, it's true.
Hey.
They.
I'm serious. This is
No, CNN says it's true. So CNN said it, so it has to be true.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'll take that with a box of salt.
Oh, the whole box, not just a grain.
Not just a grain. No, the whole box.
But here's the other thing I found interesting. Owning a tiger in Houston is a misdemeanor, and it's a $500 fine. That's it.
There's tigers everywhere in Houston.
Houston's a weird place.
I wonder if the guy's an LSU fan. Like, is that why he had the tiger? Was it for game day? Was it?
You'd have a lot of really cool parties. If
Well, hey, you've hit on a note there. He could be a fanatic LSU fan.
And maybe he's bringing him back to Baton Rouge. Maybe that's where the tiger's coming. Mike 9 or whatever number Mike the Tiger were on.
A tiger?
Why wouldn't you?
Hey, if you can, why not?
Who's going to clean up after him?
Well,
I'm kind of with
Can you
Godwin
imagine
on
what
this
he
one.
leaves?
I know this. Cat crap is probably the worst domesticated feces there is. I mean, when I was landscaping yards in high school for my summer job, I'd rather get in a wasp nest than I had a pile of cat crap. And that stuff stinks.
How do you feed a tiger?
A lot. A cow.
That's a lot of ham
come here.
That's about the truth of it, JD. Hey, you do feed him a cow.
You go to that butcher department Stone was talking about, and you get the stuff he don't buy, I guess.
Yeah.
No. They don't feed these things. No, it's filet mignon. And ribeye and the whole 9 yards.
The tigers?
Yes, sir.
They get filets?
Oh, no. They get the top grade beef. You don't feed them trash.
Really?
I'm serious.
Which tigers are you talking about?
Well, hey.
Have you had tigers?
People that own tigers, they don't feed them junk.
Hold on. So the only people that have ever owned tigers, according to the internet, are pretty sketchy. Do you know people that own tigers?
Well, the two that used to be in Vegas, they had a tiger show, white tigers. Okay.
Siegfried and Roy?
Maybe.
Probably.
I'm pretty sure one of them got taken out by a tiger.
Well, he got bit bad, mauled. But he didn't get killed.
People just get like a basset hound.
Well, he wasn't filet mignon.
He wasn't full. Well,
he may have been.
Vegas
To the tiger.
You don't know.
The tiger, he may have been.
I would then ask the question: Have
I
you ever
thought
had
you
human?
didn't feed him junk.
Vegas tigers do eat nicer cuts of meat. I'm assuming this Houston tiger, it was a large,
Scrappy.
a lot of hot dogs.
Only the strong survive.
I'm telling you, people that's got them do not feed them junk. I'm telling you.
That's cool though.
I feel like
I'm
Simon
serious.
owned a tiger.
You need to
he
research.
owns a miniature tiger named Sweet Pea.
Hey, oh yeah, hey.
What do you feed Sweet Pea? Just
Way
cat
too
food?
much. Way too much.
Anything he wants.
Every time we go to the vet, he says, "Hey, you got to put him on." I said, "Look, that's the woman. Okay, it ain't my cat."
Have we ever discussed how old Sweet Pea is?
He's about 5, I think. That's just my.
That's what you said 5 years ago.
Well, hey, I'm just telling you. I think he's 5. He may be 20.
I feel like
Who
Sweet
knows?
Pea was mentioned on Duck Dynasty more than 5
Oh, it
years
was.
ago.
It was.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, maybe I'm off
But
a little.
look, here's what I'll say: those Robertsons have a disturbing trend of when your pet dies, you get another one that looks just like him and name him the same thing.
Yep.
So, I mean, we could be on Sweet
it's
Pea
hard
7.
keeping them straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had more than one Sweet Pea?
No.
Okay.
No, used to I had dogs, but then I lost so many, I got too heartbreaking on me, so I went with cats. The wife got a cat.
What kind of dogs did you have?
The what is it? The weenie dog.
Weenie dogs. Yeah, he had dash hounds, Dachshunds, whatever you
That's
call
the
them.
greatest pet there is.
What about that poodle from Duck Dynasty, though?
Now, hey, Killer was a trip, was. I'm telling you.
That was the best.
No,
scene.
hey, that was the coolest. I've signed that picture of that poster more than anything. And the cameraman did a fantastic job because he was panning, and it shows real beautiful scenery on the greenery of. Then it shows me, and then he pauses, and then the next he slides over, and then here's that big stupid looking poodle.
That was an amazing
that was
moment.
good. Hey, that was a good hunt dog. Killer was a retriever.
Here's what I remember about that day of filming. That had to be one of the top 5 hottest days we ever filmed. It was hot.
That one and the day that I jumped in the pond behind Jason's house.
Yeah.
Wearing waders.
Mm-hmm.
Try wearing waders in like August.
Yeah.
In Louisiana. And then they're telling me, "Oh, you can't get wet." I said, "Wrong answer. You ain't been in these waders for 4 hours."
Yeah, I'm wet.
I'm getting wet.
I'm wet as it is.
Yeah, and I'm fixing to get real wet and get cool. That cost them about $1,000, Mike.
Oh, that'd be all right. They had it.
But they made plenty of money.
That poodle kills me every time.
Oh no, Killer was a trip now.
That's awesome.
Killed a bunch of doves, so that's good. That's a good dove.
Retriever.
Yeah.
Did your dachshunds not retrieve?
Dachshunds are mean.
Nope, they're just a lovable animal.
No, they ain't. They mean. I had one. I had one as a kid. Look, if you were a marten, you were fine.
Well, no.
If you were anybody not a marten, you was as good as bit.
Well, you gotta understand.
He's like, no, homie, don't play that.
A little dog is scared of big people.
Yeah.
Okay, because hey, I dated a girl that had a little Chihuahua.
Mean.
Oh no, that Chihuahua hated me with a passion. And she said, "Y'all gonna make friends one night." So she sits me down on the couch. She sits beside. She's holding that little Chihuahua, and she said, "Reach your hand over here." She grabbed my hand. I said, "That dog, I'm pulling." I said, "He's gonna bite me." She said, "No, he's not. Just hold it." She put my hand over. He just, yeah. Hey, I'm bleeding. He done tore me up. I said, "Woman, I ought to beat you half to death for holding my hand out and letting that stupid dog, have a dinner."
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
have mercy.
that's
Well, look, let's take our first break. We'll be back right after this.
I gotta watch Si getting a dog. Hey, Martin.
Do you know what happened this week?
What
Look,
happened?
We had an employee call another employee something they didn't want to be called by. The thing is harmless, all that, but HR complaint filed.
Okay.
Was it Si
Here
or
we go
was it
again.
me?
It wasn't either one of y'all. This is a new guy.
Here we go again. We're back to HR.
Yeah, back on that
We
HR
didn't do
bag.
it this time, though,
But
bud.
some folks, some folks want to be called by their name. They don't want to be called friend, sunshine, lollipop, rainbow, stickers. I mean, you can't just make up a nickname and give it to somebody, even though that's what we're world famous for around
I
here.
was just fixing to say.
That's but these days you can't do that. So look,
That's incredible.
Can't
ain't
do
that
it.
something? But look,
How do
if
we
you
fix
run into that problem,
What do we
can
do?
help you. Look, all you have to do is go to Bambi. That's BAMBEE.com, and they'll give you your own HR representative. They manage your stuff for you. They craft policies. They maintain compliance. And look, cool thing is, it's just $99 a month. The average salary for an HR person is like $70,000. So you're back in your pocket about 90% of what you would pay if you just had a person.
I need to go get an HR degree.
So you just send it to them and they take care
Send it to them. They'll take care of it, all that good stuff. They're available by phone, email, or real-time chat. They can do everything. And it's month to month. There's no hidden fees or contracts. You didn't start your business because you wanted to spend time on HR compliance. So let Bambi help you and get a free HR audit today. All you have to do is go to Bambi.com/duck right now to schedule your free HR audit. That's Bambi.com/duck, spelled BAM to the BEE.com/duck.
Where we going, boys?
Oh, Bobo.
I
here.
like talking about dogs.
Yeah, Bobo will eat you alive now.
Bobo's never bit anybody.
He what?
Oh yeah, no. Yes,
He
has.
what?
Yes, he has.
You let
too.
Jimmy Rigg come in there.
You let any Gibson walk through that door.
Well, that's a good
They're
dog.
as good as
No,
bit.
that's a good sign.
What about Lisa?
Phil used to make him hate me. Phil said, "Take something to cover your face and walk over here at me." So I'd take a hat off and cover half my
That's right.
face,
Come on.
and then Phil say, "Watch him, Bobo. Watch him, Bobo. Watch him, Bobo."
Then it's just,
And he'd come off the top of that chair and try to eat me alive until I uncovered my face. When I uncovered my face, he's like, "Oh, that's you. We good."
Was this Bobo 1, 2, or 7?
This is just Bobo. This is the
Bobo.
This
It's one of the
This is one.
Bobos.
This is the one where where Kay got snookered and thinking she was buying a rat terrier and she bought Bobo, whatever he is. He's
He's
some
a
kind
mixed
of.
breed.
He is Heinz 57 for sure.
Hey.
JJ and Jesse were rat terriers. Bobo, when he showed up on scene, he was like torqued up. I was like, that ain't no rat terrier. I don't know who he's got in him.
Yeah, because rat
Hey,
terriers
he'll find a deer though.
can outrun and catch a cat squirrel on the ground.
Oh yeah.
They'll beat him to the tree, and Jesse would kill him.
Yeah.
was
Jesse
the only
was
one
a
that would kill
dog.
him.
Jesse was a dog.
Yeah, Jesse was the only one that would kill him.
Snakes.
The rest of them would catch them,
Take care of them
and they'd
snakes.
get bit, and then they turn them loose.
Yeah, Bobo's rough on a snake too.
Oh, yeah.
Bobo
Oh, yeah.
hates a
Yeah.
snake, and we'll just throw him around in the air until there's nothing left.
Oh yeah,
of him.
he's gonna kill him.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Dogs.
Grabbing him, start by grabbing him by the tail,
Yeah,
and just slamming him around all over till he's dead. Then he'll play with him for hours
yeah.
till he finally just falls apart.
And nobody taught him that. He just started
Then he
doing
eats.
it one
Then
day.
he eats him.
Right. He ate snakes, though. I'm serious, he did. That's a good thing.
Yeah, he's funny. Bobo is he's an odd dog. He's old JJ was probably the calmest out of all of them, but she'd show up about every 6 months, all swole up where another snake done bit her.
Yep.
She'd get too close to a
she'd
copperhead or
she'd
cottonmouth.
She'd get in there and they'd pop her.
Yeah,
She wasn't too bright.
no,
We had one like that, a big Wiedemeyer, Mamie, Yeah, she'd come back and she'd have like soccer balls on the neck.
Soccer balls.
Oh, what?
No, look, I'm serious. It would look like a soccer ball on her neck. Not a snake is bitter.
But you're holding your hands like a softball.
Well, hey, I'm telling you, it was that big around. Just,
What kind of dog was it?
Weedemeyer or a Weimaraner, whichever.
Say that 10 times real fast.
No, I ain't. All right.
A wire manger.
I can't say it.
No, this happens every time I pronounce them two words. What is the correct pronunciation of them two words?
Weimaraner. A
Weimaraner.
Weimaraner.
I've heard it, Weedemeyer and the other one.
Yeah.
So what kind of dog was your Weimaraner? I can't say it.
Weimaraner.
I'm going Weedemeyer. I like that way better. You had a Weedemeyer?
Yeah.
What age?
Mama raised them, okay?
This was when
Long
you were a
tail
kid.
or short tail?
Oh, short tail.
How many
They don't
dogs-
have long tails. I snip them off when they're puppies.
That one has a long tail.
No, that's a short tail, son. Now that one's a long tail. I didn't get him. He
He escaped.
he escaped it.
I always felt bad.
He escaped the snip.
Why do they cut their tails off, Martin?
It was just a breed.
You don't know?
I think
Them
it's
are-
just for looks.
Them are German dogs, okay? They was actually
Why do you get a haircut? Oh,
they was
never mind.
actually guard dogs, okay? That's what they was, bred for.
Because I had a blue healer named Rocco when I was in the fourth
Them
grade.
are good
and I
sheep
was
dogs.
sad when his tail. I was like, that dog needs a tail.
No, a lot of them working dogs don't have tails. A lot of them is. But I think a lot of it's for what the kind of country they're in, and
The showmanship part, I guess.
and to help protect them a little bit. And if they don't swim,
If you ain't a swimmer, you don't need it.
he don't need a tail if
Yeah,
he's not
yeah,
swimming
yeah.
necessarily, because he just uses his tail as a rudder.
Oh, what's he going to knock the flies off of himself with?
He's ain't gonna knock them off.
No, just sit there and take it. I
Then
guess
sit there and take it.
you take Brevecto for heartworms. No, I don't know. I see that commercial all the time. I
Now that
don't know.
we've talked about dogs, what's your favorite dog? Favorite breed?
What? I mean,
Weedermeyer.
my favorite breed is obviously a Labrador Retriever.
You have how many dogs do you have?
I've got one. I generally get one or two on loaner for duck season to make it through, to make sure that we don't cause any hip troubles and wear them out and all that. So, I'm a lab guy.
Labrador Retrievers have a tough life.
I'm a regulation lab guy. But the British labs are cool too. My one that I use a lot, Jessie, is a British lab.
Yeah,
but,
I know Jesse.
But she's got so much hair during the summertime. She's tough to have in your house. It is. And you can tell I'm not necessarily the cleanest person around, but that amount of dog hair that comes off of her is just like, you cringe. You're just
Some of them are just what I call bad shedders.
yeah. Brittany got us a doormat because of it. When you walk in our house, it says warning: dog hair everywhere. And that's a true statement.
And it's a true statement.
Yeah. If you get a lab,
If you're allergic to it, you don't come here.
I love yellow labs,
Yeah.
but they shed year round. That's just what yellow labs do. They're constantly turning their coat over. So if you're going to get one and you want a little less shedding, go with the black. But I stay away from them brown ones as much as I can.
Yellow labs, I think, because Phil had one, and I, in my humble opinion, they're the best hunters.
They're great hunters. To
Because
me, they got the best personality.
Well,
So,
they hunt everything. Mm-hmm. Okay, most of them say, "Oh no, retrieving ducks." No. The yellow lab Phil had, if she walked up and leaned on a tree, stood up and leaned on a tree, shoot this cat squirrel up there in the tree. Because trust me, if she leans on that tree, that's cat squirrel up there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Godwin's got a melting pot of dogs at his house. Problem is, he only owns one of them.
Yeah. It's all the dogs in the night. It's
In other
because Miss
words-
Paula feeds them all.
Hey, in other words, it's the neighborhood hangout for everybody else's
Well,
dog.
we had two. We had a lab. We had a big. His name was Todd,
Yeah.
and
Todd.
He's
Yeah.
a great dog.
he was,
Great dog.
and his running buddy was Cal. Well, we still got Cal.
Todd and Cal.
Todd and Cal. Cal's
Moo, come here.
rat terrier, but
Come on, Moo.
We still got him.
I used to mess with Godwin when I'd pull up his house. I said, well, the thunder and herd's here to greet me.
Oh, yeah.
7 dogs. But I knew he only had 2 of them.
We only own 2 of them. Paula, she'd feed them all. Look, old Bromley's dog, he had a golden retriever that lived up the road. And we'd be sitting there in the morning. We'd have the door open. It'd be cool. We'd be sitting there drinking coffee. And then would slip the golden retriever, slipping, real
Slipping. He don't come running in.
No, he's slipping. He geezes over there, and Paula's got a bunch of dog toys in the corner in a basket.
Oh, good grief.
And he'd slip over there to that basket and get him a toy, and he'd run out. And he'd steal all Cal and Todd's dog toys that Paula gave him. And Bromley, on the way to work, he'd go drive by and he'd chunk them out the window in the yard as he went by.
A theft.
It was all. I told Paula, I said, you quit feeding them, they'll quit hanging around. But she loves animals.
Oh, yeah. No, I used to get. So what's your favorite, though? What's your favorite breed?
I like the lab. I like that black lab we had.
That's the duck hunter in us.
We had 2 of them.
My dog ain't hunting nothing.
Except groceries.
Especially in water.
Well, let me tell you, a lab, though, is very, very protective of your house. I mean, they'll make a guard dog. They're very loyal.
The only problem with them is, I mean, they're a great guard dog, but their bark is definitely much worse than their bite.
Yeah.
They just try to bark, scare you away.
Well, Benet, we had one before Todd, Benet, and her bark was just as bad as her bite.
She one of them.
Oh, she was one of them.
Yeah. See, Jude's fine. Like the dog lives our house full time. Till you open the door, she makes eye contact with you, and she's like, "Oh wait, you pet me? Come here." I don't know who you are through that door, but you come through it. We good. We good now.
She talked the talk and would walk the walk too. There you go.
So we got another one. We got another dog. I don't know what kind he is. He looks like he's kind of like a weenie dog and something else. Maybe a rat terrier, weenie dog mix. But he don't bark.
He don't bark?
He don't bark. We call him Roger. His name's Roger. It's Kyle's silent partner. Because he don't bark.
Kyle's silent partner.
When my dog barks, the entire neighborhood hears it.
He got that hound in him, that old
Oh,
bastard.
droopy ears.
Yeah.
I got a 12. He's 12.
Anything got big ears, he gonna make a noise.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog's ears drag the ground as well as the rest of his body at this point. He a lot like Si. He sleeps most of the time now, but back in the day he was very active.
No.
12. Dublin the Basset Hound.
Well,
He's big though. Son.
12 times 7's 84. He's earned his nap time.
Oh yeah. He'll be. No, he ain't. No, he's 12 and a half.
Yeah.
His birthday's in October.
Kyle is 14.
Oh wow. My dog's protective though of my kids. I thought he'd be terrible with kids because I had him before I was even married. And then one time my mother-in-law came over right after Carter was born, and she went to pick him up, and I ain't never heard that noise out of a basset hound before. I said, "He about to hurt you. You better get away from my
You
kids."
better let him go.
Leave
So
him alone.
he's
So,
been
Si, you
super
the weenie
awesome.
dog man? Is that your favorite?
Yep.
Weenie dog.
I'm
He
sticking
likes
with
weenie
basset
dogs,
hounds.
but he has cats.
Well, I get
Well,
it.
hey, we lost too many.
Yeah.
It was too rough.
I
on the
get it.
Well, I thought I lost Dublin the other day. Raccoon got hold of him. You think it was a raccoon?
That was a big bite. I
He
don't
got
know what
bit
it was.
by something, got infected. We ended up at the emergency vet.
I got a raccoon story.
Well, hey, save your raccoon
Very
story. Let's
interesting.
take a break.
Take a
and we'll
break.
come back and talk about raccoons.
Biting your dogs.
Rain, sleet, snow, sunshine, it doesn't even matter.
What doesn't matter?
Stamps can help you. It don't matter what it's doing
that's
outside.
right.
Stamps can help you get your stuff out the door and to your customers.
I
That's all
wish-
it is to it.
you know
We
what?
use it
I
every
wish
day.
Stamps
We
had a
do.
website.
They do have a website.
What is it?
Stamps.com. There you go. Look, are you still going to the post office paying full price for postage? No more. Stamps.com. It's the system we use here at Duck Commander. You can mail and ship anytime. Gives you the best rates from USPS, UPS, and many more. It saves us a ton of money. That's money that we can put into like company lunches and, we have pizza parties and
We're having a pizza party?
That
We
would be
may.
nice.
we may, depending
Let's
on how
do
much
it.
they save us this month. But
Hey, they did.
they do. They always do.
You owe us a pizza party.
Look, it's a must-have for any business, whether you're a small office sending stuff or you got a Etsy shop or you got a a business like we do, it doesn't matter. They can fit all your needs. You can get discounts up to 40% off of post office rates and up to 66% off of UPS shipping rates. Not to mention, Stamps.com is a fraction of the cost of those expensive postage meters. Stamps.com is a no-brainer that saves you time and money. So stop wasting time going to the post office and go to Stamps.com instead. There's no risk, and with our promo code DUCK, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type in DUCK. That's Stamps.com, promo code DUCK. Save you some money.
Mm-hmm. Hey, time is money. And hey, you don't have to waste your time going to the post office.
And we're back.
I love breaks, by the way.
Si,
if you
before
only knew what we done on break.
Oh, ain't that the truth?
He went over Eagle the Pigeon. Go back to episode 6 or whatever.
Yeah, if you missed that one, you need to find him.
That's
but
the best story.
Si, before we went to break, you said you had a raccoon story.
Y'all was talking about your dog got
a
bit by a
raccoon bit my dog and almost killed him because he's old.
Oh, yeah.
And so...
Well, hey, that wouldn't make any difference. A raccoon would kill a big dog, young or old.
Yeah, he
raccoons are bad. Raccoons are bad dudes. Anyway, my wife and the lady across the street from us. The lady across the street from us has about 15 to 20 cats.
Oh boy.
Okay, so my wife she went to the grocery store and she's looking to feed Sweet Pea there one morning, and said, "Good grief! I just bought that 50-pound bag of cat food like 2 days ago, and it's empty." And I said, "You buying 50 pounds of cat food?" I said, "No wonder." I said, "I seen you putting some bowls out on the porch. What are you doing?" She said, "Well, I'm feeding the cats for the next door, a couple cats for the next door." Yeah. So this went on for about 2 weeks. She said, "Yeah, I'm out of cat food again. That's 100 pounds this week." I said, "Hey, you got to quit feeding the cats. 100 pounds of cat food a week. Good grief, woman."
That's a lot of dried fish.
No, yeah. So look, we're in there and I'm watching TV and I hear something on the front porch.
Oh boy.
So look, I click the light on. Okay. It ain't cats that's eating that cat food. There's 3 coons out there that weigh about, between 65 and 75 pounds. Hey, these dudes look like, no, look, these dudes look like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They was.
Okay, I'm talking about beefed up. I said, "Christine, you're not feeding cats." I said, "Yeah, there's 3 coons out here that would kill a grown bull, for crying out loud." I said, "And that's dangerous. Hey, they come through the house and kill me and you." Oh, good grief.
She done beefed him up.
Oh, beefed the. I'm serious. I was shocked when I hit the light and looked down there. Hey,
well, you better
these suckers, hey, they're 3 foot high.
Good grief.
Okay,
you better go get some more food. You don't want them mad at you for stopping.
They're rocking the scales at about 75 to 100 pounds.
A raccoon?
Raccoon.
That's unbelievable.
Biggin.
I
mean a biggin.
Oh, no, I'm serious. That's the biggest raccoon. Them 3 is the biggest ones I've ever seen. And I've seen thousands of raccoons because I've trapped them, shot them, and everything else.
But that begs a question. I got a question for you. I hear people talk about it all the time. Do you eat raccoon? Or have you?
I tasted it.
You tasted it?
No.
No good.
No.
He's
if
out.
everybody's telling me, I don't know if they know what they're doing.
No, you need to eat so-and-so.
Oh, no. These were big-time raccoon eaters. It was barbecued. Raccoon.
Okay, no.
They grilled it and barbecued it. No, I didn't.
A raccoon?
Yeah.
I'd chew a little bit until it, no.
I was gonna, me and a buddy of mine, he's got a deer place, and they were overrun with coons and eating all the corn. And just like Si was talking about, you get tired of paying all that money.
Yeah.
So we said, well, we going to thin them rascals out. So instead of deer hunting, we was raccoon hunting.
That's always a fun night.
Well, no, we did it in the daytime.
Oh.
Yeah, we just turned the feeder on where it come on earlier and just sat there with a 22. And anyway, I said, well, what are we going to do with these things now? And he was like,
how
And
big
somebody
were
said
they?
they're edible.
we shot them all sizes.
Yeah, they said they're edible.
Did you have any 75-pounders?
No, we didn't have. We had a couple of 30-pounders. Grown. Like,
I'm telling you, that's the biggest killer I've ever seen in my life.
they get big. I'm not denying that one fed cat food could get to 60 pounds. Them suckers get big. But
Hey, they
anyway,
eat 50, 100 pounds a week.
so so we were.
You're talking about 100 pounds of cat food, son. Hey, yeah, they're going to get big.
So thanks to modern technology, we looked up raccoon recipes.
No.
We're like, we're gonna try them.
Yeah, they're edible.
I'm too squeamish for that. I'm sorry. I can't deal
Well,
with
so
weird
we
foods.
went and cleaned them.
No, you didn't.
Oh, of course we did. And while I was cleaning them, I got to looking. I said, man, that meat just don't look like something I'm going to like. Like, it's kind of like a purple color. It ain't really.
No.
It ain't.
No.
It ain't there.
It's not a red meat.
Anytime
it's-
you can look at something and say, I don't think I'm going to like this.
Yeah.
Anything with the nickname Trash Panda, I'm not interested in eating.
Well, them things ain't getting in no trash way out there where we were. They was eating corn, so I was like, well, these are probably going to be as good as you can get. They eating corn
Corn-fed.
and persimmons.
no, yeah.
So did you cook them? You cooked them.
I couldn't do it.
Hey.
Because
I'm proud of you.
That fat on them, like, it would get on your knife blade while you was cleaning them, and you couldn't cut nothing. Like your knife, and I'm using them Havilons as the replaceable blades or whatever.
No, yeah.
And that's a surgical blade essentially, and that fat would get coated on there where you couldn't cut nothing
Yeah.
until you went in there with Dawn dish soap and washed it off.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was. I said, I went Clint Eastwood. The buzzards got to eat same as the worms on them things. I just
leave them live. Boy.
Now we did make some. We dried out some pelts and stuff from the ones that
some
we
hats?
cleaned. We didn't make any hats, but we got the pelts on a board and we saved them and cured them and all that kind of stuff.
We've done
Coonskin cap?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we made them. Yeah.
But so they didn't go to full waste, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Have you ever eaten possum?
No. And let me tell you why I ain't gonna eat no possum. I was fishing Beff River one time.
Nope.
I fish in Beff River. There's a lot of cattle farmers on Beff River. I get downwind and I'm like, there's a dead cow up
dead
here.
cow
There's
up there.
only one thing smell like a dead cow, and that's a dead cow.
Yeah.
So I get up there by him, but I know that dead cow you can catch him fish
Dead cow hole.
because there's maggots coming off of him,
Oh yeah.
which brings in bait, which brings in bass and crappie and everything else. It's a little, if you can stand the smell of it, if you can get on the upwind side of him, you can make this work. But as I'm sitting there fishing that dead cow and catching them, I look, and out of an orifice, I'm not going to say which one, comes something grinning at me.
Yeah. Comes a possum.
He's out. He's out. He gone.
And I said from that moment on, I said, he's safe from me. I ain't eating him. I ain't doing it.
So I had an Uber driver once. I hope you're listening, sir. It was in Mobile, Alabama, and he was from West Virginia, and it was a 2-hour Uber ride at midnight. I flew in. I was going to meet my family at the beach.
Did you have your socks on?
Yeah, I wore them all week.
Yeah, his big socks on, boys.
Yeah.
And this dude starts going into stories about his childhood eating possums, and he proceeded to tell me what they would do with the rest of the possum is the equivalent of hoghead cheese, where they would melt it down and make a loaf out of the possum. And I looked at that Uber driver and I said, "You're lying." And he promises. I have a picture of that Uber driver. I don't think I have permission to. He was a nice guy, but I was like, "Bro, I got a lot of questions about possum hoghead cheese."
I ain't much on possum either.
No, I like
I've never tried it.
But West Virginia to Alabama, it makes sense.
The craziest thing about that possum is I told people that story, and I think I told Phil or Jace or somebody, and they had the same experience of a possum coming out of a bloated up cow. Yeah, apparently they like them.
Yeah.
Speaking of dogs and possums, my dog killed a possum in the backyard one time, and I was about to pick it up, and I was like, "But what if he's playing possum?"
That's right. That's right.
And
Best-
then I'm gonna get up.
My best possum story is I had surgery a couple years ago. For those of you that work here, y'all know why I had surgery.
Oh, that surgery.
Yeah. If if you're super curious, you can Google the term hydrocele and go from there. I'm not going any further. But 2 days post surgery,
do it.
My wife comes running in the house, just screaming, squalling, like I'm like, okay, what? Like I'm laying here recovering from surgery. She's like, you gotta get this thing out of my car. A possum about that big done got up in her glove box of her car somehow. She swore I put him there. I'm like, I just had surgery. Why?
Yeah.
I mean, now, is that funny? Yes. And is that something I could possibly do?
Yes.
Most assuredly.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Absolutely
No.
not. So I go hobbling down the driveway, recovering from surgery, and there's this little old bitty grinning possum just sitting there looking at me. She said, "What? Yeah." She said, "What are you gonna do with him?" I said, "I'm just gonna grab him and take him out of your car." I mean, they're really. She said, "What if he bites you?" I said, "Well, he probably will, but that'll be all right. Ain't no big deal."
You don't want a possum to bite you.
Well, he's got the most teeth out of any North American mammal. That's a little small fact for you. But
Factoid.
but I picked him up behind his neck like his mama would do, and he just hissed at me, and then I took him and said, "Get out of here." 2 days later, he's back on the back porch again.
Yeah.
He wasn't as fortunate. I done relocated you once.
Yeah, I gave you a chance.
Yeah, the second time, you got to go. Now you're just causing problems with me and my wife, and that ain't good. So.
All right, where we going?
All right,
Good
we're
song.
back.
We're back.
It's good news time, right?
Good news?
I like good news. Let's
Good
talk
news.
about some good news.
Good news. You're not Martin. Godwin, I got good news for you, bud.
What's that?
Guess who's making a comeback?
Who's making a comeback?
He's riding again in the Xfinity
He's riding.
series.
He's riding, and we'll give
In
you
the
a,
what?
In the Xfinity series,
Xfinity.
he is in a NASCAR. Old Junior's running it back.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
back in the seat,
Did you know that?
I knew he's coming back for a race. I didn't know when.
He's coming back on the 20th anniversary of September 11th. He is running it back in Richmond. Oh, and I'm excited.
Man, that is a Richmond Raceway is very nostalgic. That'd be a great place for him to run.
He's doing it. And he's got a really cool America car.
Yeah,
Of course he
National Guard.
America. Are you a Junior fan?
Well, sure.
Who's not a Junior fan?
And Godwin's just a fan of going fast.
Oh, I like
The
going
flying
fast.
flea loves to go fast.
Flying
He
flea.
likes going fast. Well,
What was your name when you was riding the bike?
Flying flea, yeah.
The Flying Feed Boys. You picked up a few pounds since then, though.
Yeah, just a few. Duck Commander 50 or
Yeah,
100. Whatever.
okay. All right.
I'm at the Duck Commander 52. And then in other news, I got just, what we find on the internet before we come on here. I got a lot of questions for this man in Utah. There's a guy in Utah. Have you ever gone rock climbing, Si?
No.
Do you
I
want
don't
to?
see. No, I don't see how that catch on.
Oh, yeah, he was over there, and I don't know who he is.
There's a
But
big
that's
rock.
where all that goes on over
Oh, yeah.
There's a big rock. Let's
north
climb
of,
it. Yeah,
over at
yeah.
Moab.
Yeah.
So this guy was in, I can't
Canyon
pronounce any of that, in a canyon,
Canyonlands or somewhere.
Little Cottonwood Canyon. And he was in an area, the area of the mountain was known as Certain Death. Friend?
That's what they call it?
Yeah. I think you're in the wrong spot, friend.
Like on a map?
No.
It
Yeah.
says certain
No,
death
this
on the
sounds
map.
good.
No,
This
it's the
sounds.
hill.
This
That's-
sounds right.
It's on that trail, I imagine.
Yeah, it's
I
like
don't know.
they're climbing the rocks and they're like,
Yeah.
oh, this area is known as Certain Death. Welcome. Enjoy your stay.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I ain't got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I'd be out of that.
That's why I said, "Am I into rock climbing?" No.
No.
But they do it in them
Okay. Because
Jeeps
number
and
one,
trucks and stuff like that.
No, this dude's
danger,
hands and
danger.
feet.
No,
Huh?
this is rock climbing.
Oh,
Like-
Not rock crawling. He climbing.
climbing.
It may be
Oh,
rock falling.
Well, here's the deal.
Spoiler
a rock
alert.
did fall on top of him.
What? Who did?
Wow.
Another climber?
No, a rock fell
a
on
rock fell on top of it.
fell on this dude, and the rock was the size of a refrigerator. I just got a lot of questions for people hanging out in areas.
But I
called
thought we was
Certain
talking
Death.
about good news. When does the good news kick
Oh,
in
yeah.
on this? Because this old boy was climbing somewhere certain death, and
Yeah,
now a rock
where-
size
where
refrigerator
it's
fell on
dangerous.
him.
I gotta.
Were there
I gotta
groceries?
scroll-
Were there groceries in the refrigerator? Is that where
No.
the good comes in on
He
this?
couldn't get quite to the door.
I'm just trying to figure out where the good happened.
The good news is
He survived it.
he got away from certain death.
Okay, he served.
He
Went to certain death and won out.
He survived certain death, which is just a terrible name for, like, how do you sell that on a brochure? But he got out of there because they sent in a helicopter and 2 ground teams, and the ground teams got the refrigerator off of him, and then they flighted him out of there, and he's good to go now. But yeah,
I'm just trying to think if you the ground team, like, hey guys, we got a call. We need you to go to certain death.
Yeah.
Those people are different.
I can see it now. They're telling me, we got another one.
On certain death.
We got another one.
But like it fall on his legs or
That
fell on his finger.
Didn't say.
fell on his finger.
He got him. I can't get away.
Hey, look, it fell on. It hit him, but it didn't.
Man was under a rock.
Fun.
But
it
hey,
wasn't fun.
He got out of there. If you're rock climbing, you're probably not listening to this podcast, but be safe out there and avoid certain death, because that is just a terrible name. They should have named it like.
I reckon that's a badge of honor, though. Like,
Bird's Eye View.
You get a patch or something. Like them boys that climb Everest and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Or you get there and you like leave a piece of your clothing or something.
You need a magnet or something.
Or sign the rock. Maybe he was trying to sign the rock and it fell on him.
No, those people don't sign the rocks.
Well, I don't know.
You got to leave it how you found it.
I'm just trying to figure out some reason to make sense of why he was there.
Why he was there.
Man.
I'm like Martin.
They do it without even being tied into something.
You seen that movie?
Every once in a while.
That crazy person that climbed that thing without a rope?
That's nuts.
It's on like the Discovery Channel. Free Solo?
Mm-hmm. I've seen him.
Mm-hmm. That's insane. Plus, I can't even do a chin-up, so I don't get it. In other news.
That's right. Other news.
Did you ever play slow pitch softball?
I played fast pitch.
Fast pitch softball?
Yes, sir, in the military.
Were you good at it?
The team was. Okay. I was part of the team. We was good. Okay.
What position did you play?
Shortstop.
Oh yeah, he's a
and I pitched.
Sacrificial lamb. Get over there and catch them rockets.
Yeah. I didn't play much. I pitched mostly.
Let them rockets hit you.
Yeah, I pitched mostly.
So you were the fat. Well, this could have been fast pitch, I guess. I played slow pitch softball for a while in the old church leagues, but there was a game going on, and there was a pretty bad wreck next to it. But luckily, the game was between a bunch of NYPD officers in the Police Commissioners League. So if you're going to have a wreck,
have it there.
Have it right beside a bunch of first responders. That's right. They were like, time out, ran over, worked the wreck, fixed it all out, then got back to playing softball. I don't know if the blue team or the red team won, but
that wasn't the important part.
That's not the important part. Right. They helped some people out. Thank you, NYPD.
That's awesome.
They responded to the crash at the site.
That's awesome. The police get some good press for once.
For once, yeah.
And
instead of everything bad.
On this podcast, we will always give the police the good press.
Yeah. We need you, and we love you.
Thank you.
And we thank you.
That's right, for your service.
Yeah. Amen.
There you go.
For your service. But that's all the random findings from the internet I have today. I'm very excited about this email. We're going to give out some life advice.
Are we?
Yeah, I got. A man asked for advice for his life.
Well, let's take a break, and then we'll come back and give out the advice. How about that?
Come back and give out some advice. Well, he needs advice from Si.
Oh, Lord. I don't know that we can help him.
I would fix that. Yeah, we may not be able to help you, sir.
We're going to try.
But we'll try. We'll give it a shot.
There's no room at the end. All right, we're back.
And we're back.
In the hello@duckcallroom.com inbox. Shoot us a message if you got a question or anything like that. Look, for all you folks that are emailing us birthday deals and shout-outs, I just want to tell you right now, and I may say this every week, happy birthday. If your birthday was since the last time you've watched us, happy birthday. We love you. Everybody, there's a bunch of people born on every day of the year. So.
Yep, it's hard to do all birthdays. Armando, this is for you, but we're not going to do it for everybody. But this is for Armando, and that's the only one we're ever going to do.
In fact, look, by the time this airs, Johnny D will have had a birthday.
32.
32 good years with Sean here.
So going by Si, he's 13, and I'm going to be like 4.
You gonna take us somewhere to eat?
I think I'm going to Iron Cactus on
Hey, he's going to the Iron
some
Cactus,
night.
boy.
What time?
Where you going to order?
I don't know. I told my wife.
Where you
she's
going
in
to order
charge.
from? Iron
Fajitas,
Cactus.
thank you.
Fajitas.
All right, so back on topic. What's in that inbox, John David?
So we're going with something. We've kind of done this, but so we get silly questions, we get good questions, we get what's your favorite snack questions. But this one, my man's legitimately asking for some advice. And I think we should do a little life advice segment.
All right.
So this is going to be life advice from my man Grant from Littleton, Colorado. He sent this email more than once, so that's a good way to get me to do it. But him and his girlfriend have been dating for almost a year, and it's not going to happen anytime soon, but he wants to know what everyone in here's advice is on knowing whether she might be the one to marry. So Grant needs to know how do you know when she's the one? That's good advice.
How long they been dating?
A year.
Almost a year now. And he says it's not happening soon, but my man might be in love here. So he needs some advice.
I would say here's what you do. You ask yourself 2 questions.
Question number 1.
Number 1, can I live with this woman the rest of my life?
That's a good one.
That's solid.
And the next one is, okay, depending on what the answer to that is, okay, the other one will think, well, can I live without her?
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. And if you can't live without her,
she's the one.
Go see to the justice of the peace and say, I do, I will love this woman till death do us part.
Can you live with her?
Can you live without her?
And then that's a chain. Yes or no gets you to 2 places.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then can you?
Yes gets you to the follow-up question of can you live without her? If it's a no, hard pass. Get out of there.
Time to go head back to the pond and find a new fish.
Yeah.
I don't think I can beat that advice.
No, that's pretty solid.
Godwin, you got any advice?
I was going to pass a word of warning that with Brittany, I didn't have to ask this question, but
you just knew.
I was just fixing to say,
I don't,
you should know.
It is that weird. I mean, that
it's that strange.
Weird,
it's that strange. Okay, you should know.
That's a pretty good.
It
That's
is
true.
Something.
which maybe he's asking to confirm it in his head. Maybe he
It's
already
in his
knows
head.
and he wants the confirmation.
Grant.
So that's why I tried to. I wasn't
Grant.
even going to say anything, but I didn't. The only person I asked a question to was her mom and her dad. If they minded, if I did. That's the only person I questioned about, or only people I questioned.
Are you going to accept me as your son-in-law?
Yeah. And they both told me that's fine, but no returns.
That's right.
They
Once you get her, it ain't no bringing her back
they
home,
said
buddy.
no returns, no exchanges, no exceptions.
That's right. Yeah. Once you say I do, you got her.
So Grant, go for it, buddy. A year. Me and Brittany dated a little over a year before we got engaged.
Yeah.
Allison dumped me.
That's good.
There was a 5-month period.
Yeah,
where,
did it wake you up?
Well, no, she came crawling back.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
It's not even close to true.
That's when you shaved.
Oh, boy.
Oh yeah, no, I was in. Hey, I'll say this: I got in super good shape, and then we ended up back together, and we dated.
Hey, put your apron on and go get me a sandwich.
Oh,
I don't know what just happened.
oh,
And then
Grant, that is not part of our advice. That is not.
never say that, Grant.
Yeah.
That'll get you in trouble. But yeah, we dated for a year, and I proposed, and I knew within like a couple of days. I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna do whatever I got to do to get paperwork involved here, so she can't just dump me again."
That was too simple of advice to give you. Okay. No, in a way.
Get pretty good advice.
Yeah.
No, but
It's
in a way. But here's what the really good advice. Okay, going into this, know that there is going to have to be a lot of give and take on both sides for it to work.
Speaking of give and take on both sides, he does ask a second question.
Oh, what's the follow-up?
There's a follow-up question, and this pertains to number one, too. So his girlfriend grew up, I don't even know how to say this word, vegetarian. So she's not really into eating meat, so he wants to know our favorite non-meat dish. But I got to call a red flag into play here. I think you got to sell her on meat, man.
Grant, you on your own on this one, dog.
No, listen. Okay, that's what I was saying a while ago, okay, there's got to be a lot of give and take, okay? Because, look.
He'll give her the Brussels sprouts, and he'll take the steak.
Hey, here's the deal. That's her baggage she's bringing to this deal, okay?
Bag of potatoes.
Biodegradable, don't you?
Okay? You're the other way. You've got baggage, too.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's why I'm telling you, okay, there's got to be a lot of giving and taking here.
I like it. But, Si, for real,
Yeah.
if Christine was a vegetarian, how much different would y'all's life be? Not much.
Not much. She just plain mean, period.
You'd eat what you eat, and she'd eat what she
I eat what I eat. She eats what she eats.
Yeah, I'm for sure joking about that. If Allison was vegetarian, I'd be like, well, sorry that I cooked the Brussels sprouts.
It's kind of like
bacon.
religion, okay?
Yeah, I mean,
you can try to convert her over to the meat, okay?
is vegetarian a weird one? Like no butter, no eggs?
No, that's fine.
No.
Oh, okay.
I think it depends on the person.
So they're off of muscle tissue. That's where that's their big hold up.
Hey, here's my deal. If
Okay.
Allison was vegetarian, I'd have still married that girl for sure. And we'd just cook a lot more food, I guess.
Yeah,
we'd need
you'd cook twice.
2 kitchens. So if she's worth it, my favorite non-meat dish.
Here's the bottom line, boys.
I cook everything in bacon grease.
What she eats is not what attracted you to her.
Yeah.
Well, that's why he's wondering what our favorite non. So what do you like that's not meat? He needs advice here too.
On what to cook?
Yeah. Without bacon, because my Brussels sprouts have bacon, my asparagus has bacon. Just
I mean,
a
but
baked potato. Put bacon on that.
Well, hey, she'll tell him.
Yeah, she'll let him know.
She'll let him know.
If he's looking for ideas, like I'm trying.
Yeah.
We're almost to like prime garden season, and my diet gets significantly less.
Oh, no.
meat and like all that. I mean, I eat a lot more.
It goes to vegetables during the garden season.
Yeah, I mean, I switched a lot more to peas, okra, tomatoes, cucumbers, squash.
But you always have a meat group with it.
Well, you have a little bit, but there's also a lot of times that I don't. I'll just eat vegetables. I'll saute a bunch of vegetables and call that good. Call that my dinner. Like, like onions, zucchini, squash, mushrooms. Put all that in one, like a big stir fry, and call it good. Now, if you have some chicken, great. But I just love fresh garden vegetables. So, but you don't get that in December. But you get ducks then. So, I mean,
He's a cycle.
But I've never had to think about that question.
Yeah.
If I couldn't eat meat, what would I eat?
French fries.
Pork and beans.
Are vegetarians?
Hey, pork and beans.
The first word gives that away.
That's a good staple, pork and beans.
I know, but it's
But
got meat
can vegetarians eat fish? Are they fish eaters or not?
No, that's a pescatarian.
Okay.
We know way too much about this.
A pescatarian?
Well, these are all Willie's fad diets he's had for 48 hours at a time over the years.
Wait a minute.
Oh, boy.
Ranch style.
If you just eat
they
vegetables,
ain't got no meat in them.
What, you're what? A vegetarian?
If it's vegetables only, I think it's a vegan. I don't know.
If vegetarian means I'll eat some butter.
Yeah,
I'll
milk.
eat
A
milk,
vegan's
eggs.
like you can't even have honey.
Oh, you getting too complicated in this, boy.
Yeah, there's
'cause it
all
comes
kinds.
from-
Not meat.
Yeah.
It comes from bees.
Yeah.
No, it's no animals can even help make.
Yeah, that's too complicated.
And you know what I
Really?
like a lot? Cheese.
Well, what do they do about the fertilize?
Oh, if it's like chicken crap or something?
Yeah.
Godwin, I haven't gone that deep into this
Deer walks
conversation.
by.
Nips the top off, starts a new growth, and the deer helped you.
And then you just smoke that thing and fry its backstrap and eat that.
That's weird.
That's what you need to do. Invite her on. Get you a double seat deer stand and take her hunting.
That's some good advice.
Go
there.
home and cook it and say, you got to have a no thank you portion.
No, thank you.
And once she gets that no thank you, she's gonna get mad. She ain't been eating it. Of course, she may be some kind of, some people can't eat meat because of their health.
My uncle's that way. He can only eat fish because he had colon cancer. So
Yeah.
just is what it is.
That ain't a
You
bad
gotta
life.
you gotta figure out
Fish
how
only?
to cook the best dishes you can cook.
I think I can live off fish.
I could survive off of fish and shrimp.
Yeah.
And scallops and oysters. I can keep going on.
Yeah,
seafood.
I could do that.
Crabs.
I mean, I'm glad I don't have to. Man, I also get really sad for when people tell me they have a shellfish allergy.
Yeah.
I really feel for them.
Oh, that'd be rough.
Because life without shrimp,
Yeah.
that's
that'd
bad.
be tough.
I love a
Our
shrimp.
prayers are out.
Soft shell crab.
Yep, he good.
I didn't think I liked them, but till Stone fried some up.
They good.
Yeah. Edible, all of it.
Interesting, Grant. Thank you for the thought-provoking
There it is.
question.
Grant, I'm going to say this. Grant, you emailed us because you already know. Start saving, big boy.
Yeah.
And learn how to cook vegetables because she's worth it.
And practice at Neil.
That's right, boys.
Practice
don't
getting
drop
down.
the ring either. I
Yeah.
lost mine for a bit.
Yeah.
Or hers.
Practice him.
Anyways, are we?
Let's wrap it.
We're done.
We're done.
Proverbs 13:10. Where there's strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. If you're ever wondering something, ask somebody smarter than you, which isn't us.
That's fair. I'll second that.
But hey, find somebody you trust and ask them for advice, and that is called
Wise
wisdom.
counsel. Wise counsel.
I'd make another piece of advice on that. If you're the smartest one in your circle, it needs to get bigger. So.
Yeah, you need more friends.
Yeah.
That's
like
why I
that.
surround myself with many people.
Amen.
You might be the smartest one in this room, though.
He's definitely the
I
wisest.
doubt that, JD.
He's
You've
the
been
wisest
there,
for
You've been
sure.
there the longest.
Yeah. Hey, look, I trust that man.
Experience is the best teacher, boys.
Ain't that the truth? And you've touched that hot stove a few times.
Ouch.
Yeah. It hurts. Just like that honey bottle. It's hot.
Oh, I forgot and grabbed that temperature probe the other day in that steak.
Oh no,
No, it's
bad
cooking.
Was
move.
it about 135?
That's why. That's why you put gloves on.
Yeah, I know. I just wasn't
Don't
thinking.
don't pull
I
that.
said I need to flip this thing.
All right, we're out.
Are we still
We're done. I
going?
don't
We
know.
love you guys.
All right. Yeah. See
night.
y'all Thursday. We're out.
Thursday or
Peace.
Tuesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. Goodbye.